Evening, y'all. Um, I had a couple of things going through my mind tonight, and I just want to go ahead and throw them out here and let you listen to my ramblings. Um, I've been privileged in my life to know both my grandfathers and different ones that were the elders of my families in ways not a lot of others got to witness them. And not only witness, to know them. To actually kind of see them as they were when they were younger. And it really has been a blessing. Just like tonight, I was able to actually witness a dynamic between my mother and my father that I've never seen before. And that doesn't necessarily have to be with family, it could be just people that we know. It's getting to witness them as they live their life. The things that draw people to this. There's a part of it that when you know you're alive, you don't necessarily know it then, but when you're actually living, and that spark that is created. Be on the lookout for those things. To those who may still have the time to actually witness these instances, because they're worth their weight in gold. They really are. It not only tells you something about yourself, but it also tells you and gives you one of the greatest lessons in life on being able to see other people's perspectives and understand where all the emotions, hope, joy, fear, sadness, all of them, how they mesh together. It's a great thing. But I want to also touch on a point that a lot of people, I think, have become acquainted with in the last couple of years, if they didn't already know it to begin with. Let's talk about something called loneliness. As one of my favorite bands, I can't even really call them my favorite band, because for some reason now the name escapes me, but in one of their songs they said loneliness is just a state of mind, and I agree with that. But loneliness also creates correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it almost creates a catalyst for making an excuse to do things that we would not normally do. And in loneliness, we settle. Because we all experience it at some point in our lives. But don't settle. It's only a period of time. Those are those dark... loneliness is one of those points in those dark, gloomy hours that lead us to do things that we wouldn't normally do. So don't do them. Just remember, in that hour of struggle, that there's going to be something on the other end. You may not know what, but that's the great part. You don't know what it's going to be. So fight. And segue here on one of the greatest battles. I'm a big fan of Asian philosophy. You can check them out. The Tao Te Ching or the Hagakure, the Book of Five Rings, the Unfettered Mind. Pretty sure there's one other one. But it's leaving my mind at this point. Because no offense, but I had a barley pop or two. Cheers to you all. But one thing that, whether it's the Asian philosophy or any of the other sorts, is the greatest battle that one can ever engage in is the battle of oneself. The conquering of oneself. That is the hardest battle you will ever engage in. Because it is always changing. And I've worked on this for years myself, and I'm still far from the par. But I think a part that I can tie to this that is in one of the framers' arguments, I believe it was Samuel Adams, is just one part of his phrase is the animating contest of freedom. The animating contest of freedom. That's a great thing. No matter what walk of life you come from, we all want freedom. Doesn't matter what country you're from. Doesn't matter what state you're from. Doesn't matter what continent you're on. But it says two things very important in there. The animating contest of freedom. Animating, which insinuates action. I'm sorry. Yes, animating contest. Action and contestant. It's not something that you can sit idly by on. And then freedom. It's either you are free or you're not. So with these two things, the animating contest and freedom. I don't know. Sometimes it spurs something up in me that I want to do more, and I guess I don't exactly have the direction. But just remember, bringing this full circle. Your family and your friends of old that you learn from, you get to witness these parts of life and how they transpire and how they all intertwine and how you fit in with that. And then that statement, the animating contest of freedom. They are all linked. And I'm sorry for rambling so much, but it was just kind of something I just felt I needed to say. Never give up, because even if we lose, there will be a statement made, not manufactured. There will be a statement made through action and integrity and perseverance and hard work. But most of all, through love God bless y'all. Be good, be safe. And cheers.